Welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. My name is Michelle, and today I will talk about Jupiter in Pisces for each and every single sign. So you can check your ascendant sign, your sun sign for the most accurate information, and then you can combine the two and see what resonates most with you. So on the 13th of May, Jupiter is moving into Pisces from the sign of Aquarius, and it will just be there temporarily until Jupiter is retrograding back to Aquarius. And by the end of the year, so that would be the 29th of December, Jupiter will stay in Pisces for a whole year, and it will retrograde. So Jupiter will retrograde on the 19th of June. I want to give you the right dates. And on the 28th of July, it will go back into Aquarius. So we have from May till end of July, where we can get a small hint of what will happen when Jupiter will be in Pisces for the whole year. So let's start to explain what is Jupiter and what is the sign of Pisces, and then we'll see for each and every single sign where Jupiter will be for you and what does it mean. And I also have a little soul journey card for every single sign, just for fun, because I'm an intuitive astrologer and I like to give some extra messages to you all, because I so appreciate all the support and the views and everything. It was beyond my expectations. I really didn't think it would go this fast, so thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And you know, I want to let you know that I want to help you discover your own chart. So I made a small change when it comes to my videos. I will do a new moon for each sign and a full moon for each sign. I will scrap the monthly 12 videos, and instead I will do some educative videos about astrology, so you can learn it yourself and check out in your own chart where is everything. Don't forget, you can always book also private reading with me, so you can send me an email and you can book an hour or 1.5 hours. And you know, I always say whatever happens in my readings is supposed to happen. You know, I will read your astrology chart and I will do some tarot. Anyways, let's start. So Jupiter is the planet of wisdom, expansion. It's the planet of, okay. The cat's running everywhere, so she might appear and disappear. She was bumping against the light. Okay, don't make me regret letting her loose during filming, but she's still very young, so she's running around like a happy crazy cat. But maybe this has to happen because Jupiter is also the planet that likes freedom, doesn't like restriction, so this running around had to happen. Thank you. My cat's name is Pachamama, so it's basically Mother Nature, which is really funny because that's where we found her, so that's like a funny name. Yeah, so Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius and by Pisces itself. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, okay? So it's always important to check in your natal chart where is Neptune and where is Sagittarius. So you can make a better connection even on what kind of events you can expect to happen. But most importantly, where is Jupiter in Pisces for your sign? So Pisces is, the 12th house is ruled by Pisces. So you can compare Pisces to the 12th house. It is the sign where everything dissolves. It is everything, you know, Pisces is a sign that wants to merge with other people, with the subconscious, and also is a very psychic sign that can definitely pick up emotions from other people. So this will be a time where people will require a lot of wisdom when it comes to the house that it is in. It is still on the cusp. So, you know, for the signs I work with equal houses, because I don't know where your location is, but for yourself, you can check the Placitas to see in which cusp it will be, because it will go from Aquarius to Pisces. It could still be in another house. So see what relates to you, okay? To be most precise. I'm a Virgo, I want things to be precise. So, and yeah, so Jupiter is really about wisdom. It's not about small details. It's more about the bigger picture of life. And when it's in Pisces, it's very spiritual. It's very spiritual, and wisdom comes from intuition. So this could be slightly complicated for, the people with a lot of air in their chart. We're very intellectual. So this is really about your gut feeling. What is your gut feeling telling you? And your God feeling, because it's related to also the messages that you receive, okay? So Pisces is a sign that's very related to intuition, emotions. It's also about uncontrollable emotions, because 12th house is everything subconscious, things that you don't really expect. It's about the harmony of the world, becoming all one, integrating with yourself, integrating, and you don't... Pisces doesn't like conflict. So it is also about resolving some conflicts, or maybe even avoiding some conflicts. But Jupiter is saying, what is the wisdom that comes out of this? Like Pisces is water sign, slips through situations, but also wants the harmony of a situation. So why have this confrontation when we can see this in a more romantic way? Doesn't like these conflicts. So let's check. I'm gonna have the signs over here. Well, obviously, let's start with the first sign, Aries. So obviously for you, Pisces is in the 12th house. What do you want? Okay, yeah, okay, come sit here. We have a little company, like I said, but it's okay as long as she is sweet and supportive. We're okay with this. So yeah, Aries, we have for you, Pisces is going into your 12th house. Maybe so that Neptune is also in the 12th house. So it's gonna be a very dreamy energy. So Neptune is also in Pisces. I forgot to tell that in a general reading, but this is a place of wisdom. And for you, Aries, you're gonna have very alive dreams. You're gonna have a lot of wisdom coming from your dreams. Your inspiration will go high, but only if you allow yourself to listen to your intuition. You're gonna have visions. If you meditate, you will get a lot of information in areas you will not even believe where you can be wisdom-wise. So some of you Aries might have a spiritual awakening. This could be during this short time that Jupiter is in Pisces, but this could also be in the next year. But you will definitely start figuring out things like karma, resolving karma, getting off the layers of, that have been there, old patterns, like resolving them, because 12th house wants to dissolve and merge with the divine. So it's time to be in your purpose, and your purpose will come to you once the old patterns are shattered. So Aries, that's very interesting. And we're starting with a square with Jupiter. So Jupiter is, of course, in your 12th house, or it's going into your 12th house. And the sun, let me see, because this is a precision work. Yeah, the sun is still in Taurus. We'll go soon to Gemini. So, and it's in your 2nd house. So you will learn better ways to communicate on how to make money, because it is on the cusp. So it is about your self-value, and you will learn new ways on how to value yourself better. So this could be through mindfulness. This could be through service to the world. You really want to be of service, and this service will develop something major for you in your work situation. I have a card to add to Jupiter in Pisces just because I want to do that. Wow, what did I say? So 12th house is the house of surrendering to the divine, breaking off all the old patterns, all the old things. And I'm getting the card surrender. I surrender. I can release my need to control. So this is your answer, Aries. Like, you need to let go of the ways to control, you know. And then I see humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So it's about letting go, how things are supposed to happen. So some of you might be looking for a job and you're trying to control a certain area that needs to be. But with Pisces, Jupiter in Pisces, it is like, just let it happen and let it flow, because it will come to you when the time is right. And, you know, only then. And it happens when you surrender to the need of getting what you want. So this could be, you know, this could be love, this could be work. I feel it's more related to work, to your purpose. You will get closer to your purpose by surrendering. So this is my message for you, Aries. Let's move on to the next sign, Taurus. So Taurus, for you, your Jupiter will be in your 11th house. So it will be on the cusp of the 10th and 11th house. This is a transition, so maybe some of you have been launching something and now you're ready to put it into the masses. This is for some of you. It could be that, you know, you really have a need to be around friends and to be in spiritual groups, because your Neptune is in the 11th house in Pisces and Jupiter is joining there. So you want to expand yourself by friendships. You want to have deep conversations with your friends, and you're learning a lot from them. And also, what's up? Oh, yeah. You want to be involved. That's okay. You can be involved. And then we have the sun is in your own sign. So you want to develop your individuality by being in groups. So Pisces is definitely expanding how you see yourself when you're in a group and how you can be part of the whole unity, you know. And the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. So this is in your 10th house. So this also has to relate with your work, you know, how to be a team, how to work in a team in the most mediating way, in the best way that everyone, you know, you can't please everyone, but Pisces does want to have this harmony, this, you know, to work with emotions. So maybe you needed to work more with your emotions at work so people can relate better to you, because you have your midheaven in Aquarius, which could mean that sometimes you're very intellectual when it comes to your work, but it would be good to show some emotions as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when it comes to the 11th house, you could also be of service for your friends or help your friend. Service. I feel good when I can help others. So maybe you can think of something good that you can do for your friends, or something nice, something extra that you can give them. I have here pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this is this, because Pisces is also service to the world. So how can you be of service, and how can you keep your pride in a way? How can you not be a doormat, not give too much? Like, be this, you know, this authority, but also be very giving. Because I see indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So in some cases, you were too intellectual when it comes to your work. And now it's really the time to learn how to distinguish your intellect when it comes to choosing something, or being with your friends or being at work, but also use the intellect. So yeah, that will be Jupiter in Pisces for you. And Yeah, it will be squaring your sun, so it's definitely time to put a sunshine on yourself in groups and also be of service to others. And you know, it could also have to do because the sun is your father, and Jupiter in many ways is also ruled to the father. So maybe it's time for a better connection with your father, and you might be forced to do so. And maybe you should treat your father as your friend, and this will be a big relief for you, Taurus. Okay, let's move on to the next sign, Gemini. So Gemini, let me get your chart here. For you, we have Pisces coming very, very close, especially first decan Pisces. You will, Gemini, you will have Pisces very close to your midheaven. This is amazing. You will have so much work coming your way. Okay, so this is very beneficial, especially the first decan Gemini, so the first degrees you will have. Otherwise it will still be in your 9th house where it also belongs. So you will be in this state of obtaining wisdom, diving into more spiritual aspects of life, getting to know better different languages, getting to know better yourself. Maybe you've been following a specific religion or group or yoga group, doesn't matter, that made you connect better with yourself eventually. Then we have the sun, because at the beginning there is a square with the sun. So this is forcing you to do something. So for you, that's in your 12th house. It's forcing you to also rest, to not burn out and give everything to your job. So it is also important to meditate, to spend time in nature, to be by yourself, to write down your dreams. So there is like, you know, my cat starts running around over here. So I would say you have been a little bit stressed lately. Like a lot of things came on your plate and it's time to also take a rest. But, you know, it's like, I think that there's a lot coming in, and it's so important for you, Gemini, to use your intuition in your work. And some of you might start taking on a teaching job, or you will become more like a manager, but it's someone who is very wise. People are gonna see you as a very wise person, and you're really, really getting to know yourself from a different perspective, and you start having this helicopter view on your life, and you start connecting why things have happened to you. So, oh wow, there's a card who wants to jump out, like I love it. Jupiter is expanding everything that in the area where it's at, you know, and and when we look at your 10th house, you know, we can look at your Capricorn, which is in the 8th house. So you can say, for example, that your job goes to many transformations. You're learning through different types of jobs, or maybe some of you have more than one job, but you will be fulfilled with a job that is of service, Gemini. You will feel fulfilled when it comes to that. I'm getting abundance. I definitely see a lot of work coming in. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in physical reality. So great manifesting time, especially when it comes to money, when it comes to your work. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust. So you just have to trust. I feel that some of you have a question in mind. You've been waiting on an answer about something. The answer is trust, because sometimes you want to run forward and get the answer right away. Your intellect's going very fast, so you want an answer right now. But what if the answer cannot always be right now? Yeah, it's so funny. I'm talking to you about this and I'm getting two cards. Perseverance and discipline. So what does he teach you? That sometimes things do not come to you straight away. You have to work for it. You know, it's like, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And you know you can, Gemini. You know you can. Discipline. I can only accomplish what I set my mind to. So you have to put your mind into something. And when it doesn't work right away, you have to work for it. And then you will get it. Because Jupiter will reward you with this. So this is my message for you, Gemini. I hope that was helpful. Let's move on to the next sign, Cancer. So Cancer, your Jupiter will be on the cusp of the 8th and the 9th house. So you will go from this transition, this you know, you have been through some ups and downs lately that really made you think what is important for you in life, what is life about, and you will keep making philosophies, but you're ready to set yourself free. You're ready to explore. You're ready to explore new territories. Maybe some of you will travel, will start learning a new language, or start a meditation, things related to meditation. You will feel very dreamy. Like some of you are like having a hard time focusing at work. I have to be honest. Some of you Cancers have a hard time focusing at work. It's going to be like, So, and it's funny because I'm being drawn to Venus very close to your North Node. So I definitely think that your artistic expression is going to be absolutely insane when you're focusing on channeling your things. I want to say many things at the same time. So this is how it happens. Some of you are so busy in the mind that you're forgetting the message. So you can channel information. What you have to do is you have to sit by yourself and then draw art or write. This is very important for you. And it's very funny because I feel that some of you have visions of a soulmate, or feel that some connection, like some really intense connection, there is like some telepathy happening. That sounds very strange, but I do feel that some of you know there is a soulmate for you, and it's not there yet, but it's like there is already some connection happening, Cancer. So yeah, you're definitely going to be more adventurous, more free. You're gonna think more like the world is one, and you start to see the good in the people around you. You did that already, but there were people in your life that make you feel a bit pessimistic. Oh my God. Wow. This is so related to what I was talking about. Empathy. So you're gonna have really empathy for people around you. It is in a fellow water sign, so this is very major for you. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So there were times before when you saw it from one side, but you're trying to understand now that every story has two sides. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So this is really about universal love. And I had to tell you about the North Node in the 12th house. So you are working on universal love, unconditional love, which is the highest octave of love. This is, you're going to have a massive awakening when it comes to your realizations. And you've had to have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order, okay? So you needed to be super patient, Cancer. And I feel I need to get another card, but yeah, you had to be patient when it comes to, for some, your love life, for some, your work life, but patience had to be there because you had to accept that you are part of a global world that you cannot control. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept things I cannot change. And letting life write itself and going with the flow will definitely help with the things you want to achieve. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, okay? So I think this is a beautiful message. I hope this helps. And you know, if you like this video, leave a comment, tell me how this resonates with you or will resonate with you. By the moment of filming, we are not there yet. Jupiter in Pisces, but it's a beautiful sign. It's a sign of service, and you're definitely ready to take it on, Cancer. So let's move on to the next sign, Leo. So Leo, Pisces for you will be on the cusp of your 7th and 8th house, okay? So it could be that some of you recently met someone and you're ready to bring it to the next step. There will be a kind of a soul merging happening. Pisces for you is in your 8th house. It's the house of transition. So ups and downs, but with Jupiter there, it's for your own expansion. Your intuition will be extremely heightened. Extremely heightened. Then we have a square with the sun that is close, that is still in your 10th house going to the 11th house. So you will be forced to be in the spotlight, some of you. Some of you are forced in a job to a higher position that makes you feel very uncomfortable, or you have to learn how to work with someone you don't really like. I'm sorry, Leo. This is for you to grow and to get more wisdom on how to stay patient and how to see love in everyone around you. I'm not one of these astrologers that's saying Jupiter is gonna make your life so much better. It's all about luck. Yes, it's the lucky planet. It brings you to a better place. It is a planet of expansion. So it means literally getting more wisdom about something. So it's about letting it flow. So even ups and downs in your life, you have to let it flow, okay? Yeah, around this time there will be Mars in your 12th house. So just, you know, this is not like the predictive video. I will talk about it later, but still you have to take it easy. Some of you Leos in May, so don't do too much. I'm getting some, okay. Yeah, so this is a typical Pisces thing. Okay, this is very clear message. Friendship, denial, and trust, okay? So we also have Venus in the 11th house with the North Node. And Jupiter in the 8th house is gonna get away the people that are no longer good for you. So you have to trust that, you know, maybe you've been in denial about some people that are actually not so good for you. So I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So you have to learn how to trust on your intuition. That's really, like, you can do this. You can even book a reading with someone. Could be with me, could be with someone else, could be therapy, anything related to make you grow and learn how to have trust, because there are some things in your life that you're in denial about. This could also be a relationship that hasn't suited you for like a long time. You've been in denial that you were just friends, nothing else. You know, it is good in a relationship that you eventually have to become, you become more friends than partners, but you know, there have to be some passion left. So there are some decisions to be made for some of you Leos. 8th house also has to do with anything taboo, sex, sexuality, intimacy, death, debts, money. Some of you will get an inheritance, unexpected inheritance, or you know, you will have a lot of good passion, let's say like that, Leo. Okay. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Blame. Okay, so because 8th house is also related to the under the surface things that will come up. So the first thing you might do is blame someone else. But what Jupiter wants you to do here is to look, where does it come from and what can I learn from this in order to grow, in order to go to the next level. You need empathy for this, because people make mistakes, not always on purpose. They do it from the place they know, and that's all. You know, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So this is definitely a time of growth. This is a time where you can expand your super psychic skills. You can expand your relationships to the next level, on a level of a more intimate level. So these are very exciting times, and I wish you all the best, Leo. Let's move on to the next sign, Virgo. So Virgo, for you, Jupiter will go into your 7th house on the cusp from the 6th to the 7th. So it could be that some of you will meet someone new. It could be that some relationships will go to the next level, but definitely when Jupiter is in your 7th house, this is a very, very good prosperity for meeting someone new, and this is someone very committed. We have Neptune as well in the 7th house, so it could be that life provides you first with a few people that are not exactly the right person yet. Because Neptune dissolves and romanticizes just like Pisces does. So you might meet a few people before that are not the real deal yet. So you really have to listen to your intuition and knowing, you know, what type of person suits you. But definitely with all, you know, in Pisces, it's already a spiritual sign. Then we have Jupiter, then we have Neptune. So this person is definitely going to be someone very spiritual. At the same time, for some of you, Venus is very close to your midheaven. So around this time as well, it's very good to do something, to launch something artistic. And people just see you as very attractive in May. So that's very, very nice, Virgo. What else can I tell you? Yeah, Jupiter is squaring the Sun in Taurus. So as well, that's close to your midheaven. So it could be that you will have some problem with some authority. Maybe with your father that's telling you something that you don't like. Maybe they don't like the new person that you've met, or they're not in agreement, or maybe there's some healing to do when it comes to relationships. And your father, as an example, wasn't maybe the best example to set for your relationships, which makes you very Neptunian and very foggy about what's right for you. So it's time to figure that out. Yeah, I see that some of you, Virgo, you feel like a failure in love, like you feel very lonely. Like Virgo is a sign that likes to be on its own, and that's a bit misunderstood by some of the other signs. Like they're like, why don't you want to meet right now? Why don't you just want to spend time together? And Virgo is sometimes like, oh, I just want to have time by myself. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. The fear of failure is very prominent with Virgo, and you're like, oh no, is it the right partner? Is this the right person? I'm gonna, you know, loneliness. It's like, I'm gonna be alone forever. It's gonna be a little bit this type of vibe because you feel that you can't make the right decision when it comes to your partners. Of course, some of you are in a relationship and it will only strengthen your bonds. You will, some of you get married or go to a higher commitment. There will be some more commitment, and it would be definitely a happy time. So yeah, it will be a very positive year, and especially if you're, you know, you're a sun, Virgo sun, you will have Jupiter opposite your natal sun, which is very good. So check out where is your sun in your natal chart, and you know, of course, when it's your ascendant, it will be more related to the 7th house, but all the energies merge together, and the free will to create my own happiness. So it's definitely time to focus on what makes you happy, and no more judgment from people who you should date or what you should date. You are free to choose who is good for you, and it's time to get the wisdom of those partnerships that suit you and no longer listen to what other people want for you, because sometimes you need this validation in order to move on, but right now you're gonna have to listen to your own intuition to who is good for you. So that's my message for you, Virgo. Let's move on to the next sign, Libra. So Libra, for you, we have Jupiter on the cusp of the 5th and 6th house. What does this mean? This means that you will focus more on your routines, you're going from romance, you're going from creativity, and some of you might take on this talent that you have, that you've discovered, onto a job, a next level. You might switch jobs. This might be a job that is asking you to be artistic, to be more intuitive, to be of service. You're definitely, I mean, Libra, you have your midheaven in Cancer, and you have water sign as well in your 6th house. So you definitely want to do something that rules your intuition, or you're a very warm, emotional person, but not like, you know, it could, of course, this could get too much, but you can be this very warm figure that has a lot of empathy and that can understand each side of everyone. And this is your strength. This is your strength when it comes to your work. So you could be very artistic. You could be very helpful to a lot of people. So you're going to share your wisdom, and you're going to use your wisdom for your job. And definitely there will be more than one job offer coming your way for some of you Libras. If you're open to it, huh? Like Jupiter is a planet that if you're open to it, there's a lot of opportunities coming your way, but still you have the power to, you know, make your own decisions, what you want to do. Okay. Okay, well, 6th house, Pisces, service. I feel good when I can help others. What did I tell you? You need to do something that's of service. Otherwise, it feels like there is no purpose for you. And I don't feel this is real death. This is death of something old. You're leaving something behind and you're ready to do good in the world and to help others. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So you're leaving, some of you Libras, leaving something behind, a job, a relationship, something around you ended, and you're ready to go to this new beginning. It's something you've been in denial about for a while. So it could be a relationship. It could be your own emotions. You have been denying your own emotions and you've been putting it away. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. You're going to set your emotions free. You're going to be more open to be of service. Maybe you didn't know that would make you happy. I wanted to say happy, and look which card fell out. Happiness. So being of service will make you happy. And this will be very clear when Jupiter will be going into Pisces. So that's my message for you, Libra. Let's move on to the next sign, Scorpio. So for you, Scorpio, we have Jupiter going into your 5th house of romance, children, creativity, self-expression. You're gonna be super heightened when it comes to creativity. It is still on the cusp with the 4th house, so it could be that you're creating from home. Definitely a lot of opportunities when it comes to dating and romance for you single Scorpios. If you're in a relationship, you're just going to really enjoy spending time with your partner. You really want to get out there, have fun, learn. You're going to maybe study something. You're going to expand your talents, everything that you're interested in. The Jupiter is squaring at the beginning the Sun in the 7th house. So it could be that, you know, you have to learn how to be in a relationship and, you know, have spare time for yourself and being with your partner. So you need time to do some self-expression, to work on your own self-development. And sometimes that's a little bit difficult for you. So there needs to be a balance. The Sun is also your father. So look at things that are happening in your dating life when it comes to patterns of what type of person you attract, male or female. If this is someone similar to your father, yes or no. I have to say it like that as well. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of time for romance, a lot of time for fun. Some of you might get pregnant because of Neptune there. It could be unexpected. So sorry. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm getting the card of worry. So I feel some of you worry if you're going to stay single forever. No, answer is no. For others, I feel there's worry about, am I good enough? Am I doing this right? You're not always showing to the world, Scorpio, that these are your doubts. Like, you know, for the creative expression, you maybe doubt if you should show the world or not. you know, worry and doubt. I'm getting both. So maybe you have a project in mind that you want to express, or something you want to do. If you want to start a YouTube channel, or you want to do something, you know, a blog or whatever, you want to show something to the world, but you're afraid what they think of you. But this is something that brings you happiness, and you need a bit more pride when it comes to this. Doesn't matter what people think about you. If this makes you happy, this is 5th house. If this makes you happy, you have to do it. You have to do it if it makes you happy, Scorpio. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting... Funny, right? Okay, relationships. I mean, like I said, this is very focused on romantic relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Get this really well into the mind. Jupiter wants to you to have someone that is for your greater good, that brings you expansion, wisdom, and love. And you deserve that. How do you get there? Forgiveness of the exes. Forgiveness of thy parents. And also gratitude of where you are. This will attract someone that is much better, that's good for you. You want someone stable, loyal, and expect the same thing in return. So be the person you want to attract, and you will receive someone very, very good for you. And that's how I want to end your message, Scorpio. I think it's really an amazing one. And let's move on to the next sign, Sagittarius. So goes all the way on the screen right here. Yeah. All right. So Sagittarius. For you, Jupiter will be on the cusp with the 3rd and the 4th house. So some of you, because it will come so close to your IC, especially first decan Sagittarians, you will maybe buy a house, move, redecorate. You will find something amazing, a place you can call home. Some of you might move abroad because Jupiter has to do with 4. It's ruled by 9th house. So this could definitely relate to different countries. So some of you might move abroad. Some of you will visit your family, have a great connection with your family. Maybe some of you have been traveling a lot and now you're really reconnecting with your family again, which was absolutely needed. And then we have Jupiter square the sun in your 6th house. So maybe some of you work from home, or you're digital nomads or something like this. Don't forget to work. So this square is telling you, okay, don't forget your purpose. And it could also be that some of you meeting someone, like a relationship, because we have North Node and Venus in the 7th house. Okay, I know this is just Jupiter in Pisces, but come on, I can give you some nice things to look forward to. So it's really important to find the balance. Some of you will move in with someone, gonna move in with a potential partner, and it goes to a greater commitment. Maybe you're gonna buy a house together. So these are really awesome things to look forward to, Sagittarius. All right, yeah. Blame. So why blame? This has to do with your family. It's time to forgive things when it comes to your family. They are who they are. And with Pisces, it's sometimes not very clear what your family means, what they are like. And there has been a big part of denial, okay? Maybe your hate has been hidden. Maybe they are in denial, or maybe they haven't shown you the love that you think that you deserve. And this has sometimes really affected your self-esteem because you wanted this apart from your family. But by seeing this from a different perspective, you won't see yourself as this failure that sometimes maybe you felt that way because you didn't have the support that you wanted. Some of you might start your own family, and it's very important to break the patterns before you do so. Oh, there's some alarm going. Oh, I hear some alarm going. So yeah, this is really something important, Sagittarius. Yeah. This is for your growth. I'm getting your happiness. I'm getting so many cards with happiness because Jupiter is related to happiness. And look at this fish, Pisces, 4th house, growth. You know, you might want to expand your family, your house. and expand your gratitude. Fourth house is related to your roots. So appreciate where you come from. Learn that where you come from is where you're made, and be proud of it. Be proud of it. Who you are today is because of your family, no matter what they are, no matter how they treated you. So this is my message for you, Sagittarius. Let's move on to the next sign, Capricorn. So Capricorn, for you, we have something goes wrong with it, bro. Yeah, so it's from the second house going into the third house. So you have been making some money, Capricorn, which has been amazing. And now it's time to, you know, to walk the talk, so to speak. Jupiter will go in your third house. So this has to do with communication. Some of you might take some short trips. Some of you have strengthening bonds with your siblings. You're going to have a better connection with them. Some of you might buy a car with Jupiter in the third house. It rules also vehicles. So you might buy a new car, and you might study new things. These are things related to the intellect normally, but when it is in Pisces, it could definitely, you could take on a writing course, something, or learning a new language, new skills for your work, something that's very, that will help you a lot. And with your sun is squaring Jupiter, so there will be some kind of self-expression that you maybe missed when it comes to your being, your work, and you're gonna expand it now, and you're almost forced to do so to be the shining being that you deserve to be, Capricorn. So it's a very positive thing. And we have Neptune as well in the third house, so it could be that sometimes you're talking and you don't know where it's coming from. That means you're channeling, Capricorn. You're channeling, or things that have been said or you're saying could become a bit vague. So it's definitely very important for you to communicate clearly. I'm getting relationships, so this has to do for some of you in your relationships, with your family, with your partner. There might be some confusing things in your words, indecision. Because when you are starting to think from your intellect, you cannot choose. You cannot make decisions. You have to listen to your intuition. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. How funny is that, right? Everything is always aligned. That's why when we talk about astrology and I lay the cards, the same answers coming out. Service and death. So you have to start focusing on how to express yourself. You're gonna leave the old ways behind, that, you know, the things you've said, you've done. Don't feel guilty about that. It's the past. You're a new you now. You can communicate and be who you want to be in the moment. And you want to do something that is of service. So maybe some of you will give some speeches that helps the general public, or some of you want to be a coach, like a spiritual coach or any type of coach, but it's definitely helping people for the greater good. So it is about, you know, do read your emails twice. It's gonna be foggy for you. It's gonna be a little bit foggy for you. Yeah, definitely. So I need to get one more card. I'm getting again the same ones. Yeah, of course. Then we get friendship and regret. So maybe you have to talk to some people that you had some words with, or you regret some friendships, but it is all about communication. That's how I feel. You have to express your feelings. So not necessarily saying what you're supposed to say, but start with, I feel this way. I feel that this hurt me. I feel that I regret not saying this or doing that. And that will do a lot. So that's my message for you, Capricorn. Let's move on to the next sign, Aquarius. So Aquarius, you had Jupiter for a long time already in your first house, which is amazing. This is where you plant new seeds, and, you know, where you start new ideas, and then it moves to the second house in Pisces. So this means the things, the seeds that you planted are now going into fruition. It's time to learn how to make money with that, and money will come, especially with Jupiter in the second house. So you will have a pre-taste of what it's like to earn more money. This is great. And with Pisces there, you have to believe you can make money, because Pisces is a water sign and the second house is related to your self-worth. So you have to believe you can make money, and then it will flow, run into your life, and you will see how fast. And some of you are thinking about moving, buying a house, because at the beginning of Jupiter moving into Pisces, it is square the sun in Taurus in the 4th. This is building something solid. So maybe some of you want to move in with a partner, want to move, build something solid, or maybe start a family. Hey, who knows? All right. Okay, yeah. So from a place of gratitude is where you can manifest money, more money, because you're in the right place to do so, and you have to do it with a discipline, you know. Meditate and visualize the money coming into your life, and you will, you know, receive more than you think you could, and this would be so good. Honesty. So it is time to be honest. You know, also in the second house you had Neptune for a while, so money has been slipping through your hands. So everything that comes in, don't try to spend it immediately and then you feel guilty, like, oh, I'm making more money and now it's all gone. Oh no, what have I done? So yeah, be careful with your money, Aquarius. Try to be a little bit responsible when it comes to your money. But definitely through creative self-expression, new money can come in. And manifest. That is what I have to tell you, because through manifestations, you're gonna get a lot more money. Judgment in friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So maybe you had a judgment with a friend, or, you know, they judged you or you judged them, but people are in your life for a reason. I understand that everyone has their unique path of challenges, and you know, you can't always be in sync, and sometimes let it go for a moment is the best, because Pisces doesn't like conflict, like I said in the general introduction. So it is about mediation, and to understand that, you know, even when you have to let go of someone, it's in the name of love, because people have to do their own things, their own path, and have to, you know, support their own things and where they're going to. So that's my message for you, Aquarius. Let's go to the last sign, Pisces. So Pisces, Jupiter has been in your 12th house for a while, where it made you very spiritual, very intuitive, and now it's coming to your ascendant for the ones in the rising signs, and it comes on your sun for the sun signs. So this is a very positive time in your life where the sun is shining on you. You are going to change things in your life. You're gonna have new seeds planted. So you will build something new. You're gonna think about stuff that are new. The most important is to let go and rely on your intuition when it comes to the new phase in your life. I see, you know, yeah, you had some grief going on. There has been some grief that, you know, a job, a person, a relationship, something went away because you had to experience freedom, okay? What is freedom, and what do you do with your freedom in terms of growth? So now you have to release the old karma, old patterns, and come into your strength. But happiness is on the cards, Pisces. This will be a very fruitful time for you. This is time for new love, new job, or a reconnection with your partner. It will be really good, really great, but don't lose perseverance, because when Jupiter is in Pisces in your own sign, you rather be just having fun all the time, and you lose the opportunity to build, actually make some growth. So use this intuition and this intellect, enjoy every moment of it. Soon it will go into your sign for the whole year. Like I said, dead endings, you're ending stuff. 12th house is endings. You're starting something new, and you're finding your own inner peace, which was so necessary because life has been up and down for you lately. It's time for forgiveness, so happiness can take place instead. Holding grudges is taking the place, it's holding the place to be happy. So have empathy. And come on, Pisces, you are a sign of empathy, but don't forget to have empathy. I need to say it again. Don't forget that everyone has their own side, and respect each and every single side of the story. I'm super excited for this Jupiter to go into your sign. You deserve all the best, Pisces. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. And for everyone who's still hanging in there, thank you. I wish you so many blessings with Jupiter. It's important. Service, freedom, happiness, and that's it. Thanks a million. All the best to you.